Hey guys, it's your Ford Mustang here, and today we're going to be reviewing the monster truck and Dodge Charger Widebody, which got added to the Independence Day weekend update as of July 3rd, 2020. So anyways, let's get right into the review, starting with the monster truck. Now as you'll notice, when you go into the dealership, the monster truck does not show up on new arrivals. So you're wondering, how do you find the monster truck? Well, it is on the Citizen team, and you want to scroll down to where it says Dearborn as the brand, or Fords in real life. Once you go down there, you'll notice that there is a monster truck available in the dealership. In particular, this is a 2008 Ford F-150 monster truck. The stats on this vehicle have a top speed of 99 miles per hour, 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, a cashback of 721 credits per mile, a rear-wheel drivetrain, and an asking price of 200,000 credits. So let's purchase the monster truck and get right into the review. Starting with the looks on the monster truck, you can definitely tell that's the biggest vehicle that ever got added in Ultimate Driving history. You'll notice that the monster truck is much bigger than the cab of the tractor trailer that I have parked next to it. But the trailer itself is still a little bit taller than the monster truck. Still, that's incredible. They got such a big vehicle and such a high height. This is the highest height you can ever get into a vehicle in Ultimate Driving. Now, if you try to go into the monster truck with just your character, it's very hard to get into. You'll have to go on your wheel, then hop towards the engine. Well, you can say it's still relatively easy, but you can't really get in it unless you're under the vehicle to press E. Either way, you can get in both ways. But it's not as easy as you think to get into a vehicle that would be a relatively normal size. And moving on to the other looks of the car, you'll notice that underneath the car, it's very detailed onto this monster truck. There's so many wires, suspensions, you can even see the engine underneath it. While on the actual truck itself is not as detailed. You'll notice that's missing the grille, the headlights. You could still see it a little bit, but it doesn't really reflect you as a real functional working car with the headlights and the rear lights. And you expect that on a monster truck. You wouldn't see functioning lights on a monster truck. This monster truck offers the biggest wheels in Ultimate Driving. No vehicle can get bigger than the monster truck wheels. And so, with the monster truck, it's impossible to do the headlights, turn signals, and reverse lights. Also, one thing I would like to let you know is that when you customize your monster truck, it's impossible to get to the body shop. So technically, it's impossible to customize the monster truck. So whenever you buy the monster truck from the dealership, be sure you are happy with the color while you buy the monster truck, because otherwise, it's impossible to customize it again. If for some odd reason, you do happen to fit your monster truck in the body shop, the boost will probably come out of the sides. But now let's get right into the performance of the vehicle. Acceleration from 0 to full speed begins in 3, 2, 1, go. So acceleration from 0 to full speed is about 8 seconds. And the braking on this vehicle is alright. Now for the handling. And handling is very heavy for a monster truck. Even at relatively low speeds, the handling is heavy no matter what. Again, this is a monster truck, so you're going to expect the handling to be that way. And the drifting? Well, the drifting is not really that great. There is another test that I like to try out on the monster truck that I don't normally experiment with other vehicles. Since the monster truck is such a big vehicle with ginormous wheels, I thought this would be a great opportunity to give it an off-roading test. So the off-roading test on this monster truck is very good. As long as you control the speed while going on the hills, you'll have a ton of fun and entertainment going up these hills. This monster truck is perfect for off-roading. Now if you don't control your speed while going up the hills, your monster truck will just tip over. There are also some fun facts that I like to give about the monster truck. First of all, the monster truck is not made for tight spaces. If you ever want to enter the monster truck using I-76, you are not going to have a good time driving your monster truck into a toll booth as it's very tight. It's pretty hard to get in there and successfully get through the gate. It's also a very tight space between the top of the truck towards the ceiling. So if you ever want to drive your monster truck on I-76, use the other side of the road to get onto the interstate. The second fun fact that I like to give about the monster truck is that when going under traffic lights, the top of the monster truck gives only a small amount of distance underneath the traffic light. It's amazing how the monster truck is very tall in height, and yet it can still go underneath the traffic light, which is a necessity to any ultimate driving vehicle out there. The third fun fact is that you can drive your monster truck easily over these curves and borders that are in Westover and Palm Shores, as this vehicle earns you 400 experience points per mile. Sure, other vehicles can go over these borders, but the monster truck does it much easier. Fact number 4 is that the monster truck leaves enormous tracks like no other while you're driving on the grass and other surfaces. Fact number 5 is a neat trick where you can drive your 2 white tires onto the barrier. Just be careful while doing this and that your tires stay on the edge of the barrier, otherwise you would be stuck and the monster truck would not be able to move. You can do this while your 2 other tires on the left side remain on the road. And here's what I mean if you go too far. You could see that I can easily get stuck and that you're not able to move. Fact number 5 is another example why you should be very careful when you're driving in tight spots with the monster truck. As you can see that I'm stuck between the 2 sides of the road. Fun fact number 6, the monster truck takes up the entire lane of a road regardless of what type of road you are on. This includes for both passing lanes and single solid lanes. And finally, fun fact number 7, if you drive fast enough, there is a slight possibility where you can drive your monster truck over to one side of the road to another on a barrier, but most likely you are just going to get your monster truck stuck in between the barrier and drive like this until the barrier ends. Now it's time to explain my personal thoughts about the monster truck. Overall, this monster truck is really only made for off-roading purposes and adventures. It's not made for grinding, racing, or even role-playing. As for grinding and racing, it just doesn't have the performance to do so. For role-playing, it doesn't really make any sense to see a monster truck driving on the streets in real life. So most likely, This is just an off-roader to have a ton of fun with while you're on the hills and dirt roads. Other than off-roading, the monster truck is simply just not made for a daily driver. It can't even turn on the headlights when you're at nighttime. While driving in the night, you're going to have to just deal with it. Unlike other vehicles which you can easily turn the headlights on. So a monster truck is definitely made for the daytime, and it's not nighttime friendly. And when you're driving the monster truck on turns, you would want to press the B button to apply the brakes faster. This way, the monster truck will stop faster so you can make your turns. For off-roading though, the 200,000 credits is definitely worth spending. Driving on hills will give you a lot of entertainment role plays if you would like to do off-roading battles with your friends. In conclusion, only buy the monster truck if you're going to off-road very often, or if you are just planning to collect all of the cars in Ultimate Driving. Now for the second car to review in this video, which is the Dodge Charger Widebody, or in fictional terms, the DGB Inferno Widebody. This new Dodge Charger that came out under this weekend's update from July 3rd, 2020 has a top speed of 196 miles per hour, 3.6 seconds, a base reward or cashback of 670 credits per mile, a rear-wheel drivetrain, and an asking price tag of 150,000 credits. So let's get right into the review. Starting with the looks on the Dodge Charger Widebody, the looks are very aggressive and cool looking on the car. You'll notice that even the stripes adds a cool factor to it. There's really nothing else that I can say to define the car. All I can say is that it's a very good looking car to own for a Dodge Charger muscle car. You'll notice that there is a modification to the Dodge Charger compared to the regular version, which there is a wing above the trunk, and there are some vents that make the car look different compared to its predecessors. Moving on to the interior, there's nothing too fancy in it, as you can really only see the steering wheel, a lever, and all the seats, plus part of the dashboard. In its Dodge Charger muscle car, you can easily fit up to 5 people in it. With that said, let's move on to the headlights, which give an aggressive look to the car, the turn signals, and the reverse lights. So you can notice that the Dodge Charger Widebody doesn't have any reverse lights. It's now time to test out the performance, starting with the acceleration from 0 to 100 and full speed in 3, 2, 1, go. So 0 to 100 is about 6 seconds, a little less than that, and 0 to full speed is a little less than 12 seconds, more likely 11 and a half. And the braking on this car is pretty good, relatively. Let's test out the handling. The handling is alright, but it's not the best. Drifting isn't that great on the Dodge Charger Widebody. While this car earns you 375 experience points per mile, it's time to explain my personal thoughts about the Dodge Charger Widebody. So overall, this is a pretty good grinding car to go for. After unlocking the Porsche Boxster, this would definitely be a good choice to have some quick money being earned to save up for the next car, as this car has absolutely phenomenal acceleration for a muscle car. If you're looking for a quick and aggressive car for around 150,000 credits, this would be a good option to consider. I find it very cool that 22 Pilots added a monster truck in the Ultimate Driving. I wasn't expecting something like this to ever come into the game. I wonder if 22 Pilots is going to add more monster trucks like this into the future. It was a great way to celebrate Independence Day weekend with such a large vehicle like this. That is going to be it for the video right there. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to smash the like button, comment your thoughts below about my review of the two cars that I just went over in this video. Join my Discord server located in the description if you haven't already, and if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications, as I like to upload ultimate driving content. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.